Hey, what's up everyone, GGTV here with this week's Ropan 4 DLC review. This week we got Pack of Trois. Sorry if I spelled that wrong. Which is a pack with some love songs for Valentine. It contains songs from Cake, Simple Minds and Jason Derulo. Are these songs any fun to play though? Let's find out. The first song is I Will Survive by Cake, and the drum shall start with an 8-measure break, before we get a snare trill lane and a pretty basic 4/8 beat on a hi-hat. The shot does evolve during the whole song by adding more pedal kicks, triple strokes, and extra hits on the snare between the cymbal hits. There is also a lot of fills that are mainly slow rolls on the snare and toms, but also some faster rolls with tempo changes on the yellow tom. The verses is the most basic at first, but even them evolves during the song, and even though I wasn't impressed by the first verse, I really enjoy the rest of the chart. Overall, the drum chart isn't repetitive at all, and actually a blast to play if you ignore the slow start. But the song gets interesting fast with its different beats. I give the drum chart an 8 out of 10. The bass chart starts with a 9-measure weight, but this chart got a really fun riff, which is a mix of slow strumming, singing changes, but mostly really fun hammer-ons. The problem is that this is the only riff you get in the chart. The chart does have a bass solo, but it's pretty much the same riff, with just a few added hammer-ons here and there. The riff is super fun though, but since the song is very long, it kinda hurts the chart a little bit. I give the bass chart a 7 out of 10. The guitar chart is luckily less repetitive, but in a way also less interesting. A lot of the chart is a mix of slow and fast strumming on the chords, with some single notes and ham notes to connect the different strumming. The choruses is a fun mix of single note and chord strumming with tempo changes, and a few ham notes and shorter stains. The song also got 2 guitar solos. The first is very fun with semi-tough hammer-ons, single note and chord changes, and some short bursts of fast strumming. The second one is mainly slow alt strumming on single notes and chords, with a hammer-on between some of them. You also get a trumpet section, which got some tough hammer-ons, and sustains that are short and long. So overall the chart isn't very repetitive, but the strumming sections aren't super fun either. I still recommend guitar players to check it out though. I give the guitar chart a 7.5 out of 10. In summary, I Will Survive is great for good charts, but I honestly think this cover is kinda bad. I just think that the singing is kinda awkward. I don't know, there's just something really off-putting with the way he's singing this song, and I think the original is better. But I am glad we got the song in the game, because the charts were a lot of fun to play, even though the bass chart is kinda repetitive. I give I Will Survive by Cake a total score of a great 7.5 out of 10. Second song of the pack is Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, and the drum chart is a hi-hat roll during the whole song, well at least up to the end, but the hi-hat roll is an interesting one, with fun pedaling, a lot of hits on the blue hi-hat opener and the green cymbal, as well as breaks in the rolling. There is also some short and slow snare tom rolls here and there, but yeah, you need to like hi-hat rolls to get any enjoyment from this chart. And if you aren't good with these rolls, then this chart might not be for you, since the song is a little bit long. At the end of the song you first get rolling on the hi-hat only, before you get a fun 4/8 beat with some 3-note rolls and hits on the blue hi-hat opener. Overall the chart is fun, but like I've said before, you need to like hi-hat rolls. And it is a bit repetitive for a song that is a little bit long. So I give the drum chart a 6 out of 10. The bass chart starts with some semi-short sustain changes, and after that you get the riff which you're gonna play the rest of the song, which is 3-note fast strumming with a short breaks between them. You do change the colors on the notes you strum on, but that is this whole song. You can also alt strum this, which I do recommend if you can do that, because if not then you will get tired in your thumb. I did not have much fun to be honest, and I give the bass chart a 3 out of 10. The guitar chart is luckily less repetitive. It starts the same way as the bass chart, just with chord sustains instead of single notes. Then you get a super tough section, which is a lot of fast hammer-ons mixed in with single notes. I struggled hard here, and this does return a couple of times in the song. The chorus pretty much only got a mix of chord strumming and sustains. There's also some other single note hammer-on sections, with long sustains in between the single note changes and hammer-ons. There are a lot of uninteresting sections in this chart. And then you have the hard sections. That might make you fail if you don't use no fail mode. I think good players will enjoy the few hard sections, but get annoyed with the rest of the song, while new players will enjoy the simpler single note changes and hammer-ons, while hating the hard sections. So I don't really know who to recommend this chart to, since it got a lot of those long sustain sections. I give the guitar chart a 4.5 out of 10. In summary, Don't You Forget About Me is solid on drums, but I can't really recommend the guitar or bass chart, since the bass chart is repetitive and not interesting, while the guitar chart is less repetitive, but I think both good and new players will get annoyed with the guitar chart. I give Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds a total score of a slightly below average 4.5 out of 10. Last song of the pack is Want to Want Me by Derulo, and the drum chart starts with hits on the snare and pedaling only, for a short while until you get a hi-hat roll, which pretty much lasts the rest of the song. There is a lot of feels in this chart though, and there are times you need to use the left stick on the snare, which does make the chart tougher, and in my opinion more interesting. But yeah, this chart wasn't super interesting, it's not bad or even average, because of the many feels. But it is a bit repetitive with pretty much having one beat the whole chart. So I give the drum shot a 6 out of 10. The bass chart got the same verse riff like the Simple Minds song got. 3 note fast strumming with short breaks between them. There are more color changes in the strumming though, and the chorus got alt strumming with a lot of changes in the strumming, as well as some single note changes, very short sustains and a few hammer-ons. This is pretty much a song though. It's more interesting than the Simple Minds song on bass, and I think someone that is good with alt strumming will enjoy this. But for everyone else, I think this chart is a bit too repetitive. And with the 8 measure weight towards the end, I give the bass chart a 4.5 out of 10. The guitar shall start with a 10 measure weight. Then you get a fun mix of fast strumming and changes on single notes, and some simple but fast hammer-ons. The chorus is a mix of slow alt strumming on 2, 3 and 4 notes, and short 3-finger chord sustains. The second verse got a 3-note fast strumming section from the bass chart, just with different colors to strum on. The bridge after the second chorus got fast changes between single notes and chords, that are either 2 or 3 notes before a short break. So overall the chart isn't super repetitive, but for a guitar chart, it isn't super variable or interesting either. It's a solid 6 out of 10 for me. In summary, Want to Want Me is pretty solid, but the bass chart is dragging it just a little bit down with its repetitiveness. I give Want to Want Me by Derulo a total score of above average 5.5 out of 10. The pack of Trois, again sorry if I spelled that wrong, got only one really good song, which is I Will Survive. That song is a lot of fun on all the instruments, even though the bass chart was very repetitive. Both the 2 other songs got solid drum charts, and I can also recommend Want to Want Me on guitar, but I give this Valentine's pack a total score of above average 5.8 out of 10. But that's it for this video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe for more rock band videos like this one in the future, and tell us your thoughts of this DLC pack in the comments. I'm doing a Queen themed month right now, and if you could check that playlist out here, then I would really appreciate it. And see you next time in the next video.